Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more Project Architect. So I hope you guys are ready. So there has been some huge changes that come to this mod pack, and in the latest update, I just pushed an update for this mod pack, and well, we had a custom mod that was made, and let's take a look at this. So Project Architect add-ons. This mod right here is awesome. So it does exactly what I wanted it to do, which I was looking for a mod, and I would have put Project EX in here, but Project EX is not updating for 1.16. I did ask Latvian about that, and he said he wasn't going to be updating it for 1.16 or continuing the update for 1.16. So there's a lot of work in progress stuff. So this mod has been made to kind of take its place, and so this is the EMC links. This allows for you to input an item into them, and it will also learn the item, and you can also set an item to be extracted from it. And of course, you have higher speeds as this goes up, and then you have an EMC interface, which allows you to hook up a storage bus to your crafting table, to your applied logistics system, a refined storage system, not applied logistics. I guess it would work with applied logistics, but you would hook it up with a storage bus, and it would basically read every item that you have inside of your Project E table, and it would allow this to basically work as a Project E table. In essence, when you pull an item out, that has EMC, it would use that EMC, and when you put an item in that has EMC, it would consume the EMC and add it to your total. And then it would show all the items. So I can't wait to be able to make that. I don't have enough EMC or the ability to make it just yet, as we also need to gather a few more materials, but we're working our way with there. We'll get there. We'll get there with time. You know, things take time. So today, I just wanted to sort of get that out of the way and tell you how awesome that is going to be, the fact that we have that addition added. So that's really going to bring everything together with EMC and allow the refined storage system to work, which is also going to give you the ability to search by mods and all kinds of other cool features. I'm excited. I'm pretty excited to get into that. But what are we going to work on today? Today, I want to get started and make myself a mob farm. So I'm thinking about using this little section here and using this to make myself a mob farm. So to get started with that, it's going to take a little bit. Let's see. Mob Grinding Utils is an amazing mod for this. So there's a thing called Dreadful Dirt that we can use that mobs spawn, and getting this stuff takes a little bit as we need some experience. So I'm thinking that we should be able to make an XP drain, which is going to require a singularity tank, some eyes, and iron bars. Looks like we're out of iron. And hopefully this will also help get our EMC back up and running as well. Like this mob farm, we're going to have a lot of things converting to EMC, which is going to be really nice. So, and actually we'll probably be able to utilize one of our first pieces to that puzzle. All right, let's go ahead and get this and a drain. Now the goal of this is for me to place this down and stand on it, and it's going to start draining my experience, and it's going to go into this tank. I need at least 4 buckets worth of experience in order for me to be able to create any of that dirt. So within this, I don't know how much that is. Let's grab a bucket, and we're actually going to need a few buckets. So hopefully we can get 4 buckets worth. So that's 1. And that's 4 buckets worth right there. Awesome. So to make Dreadful Dirt, we need 1 of each mob like thing. So we need rotten flesh. We need spider eyes, bone, I believe. And I'm not quite sure what the other one is, but we'll find that out. So mob grinding utils. To be able to make this, we need this chicken feed. I know it sounds crazy, but this is how we get an egg. So yeah. Oh, we also need gunpowder and seeds. Okay. Gunpowder and seed. Okay. So that's everything we need. So we can go ahead and throw this inside of our table here. And I'm going to go ahead and make some of this cursed chicken feed. Yes, and that used all of our experience that we just made. Now we have to, well, find a chicken. And what a poor chicken this is going to be. And just like that, I have found myself a chicken. And come here, you're gonna want this. All right, chicken feed. You know what? Don't judge me. All right, I need that rotten egg. I promise. No chickens were harmed in the making of this episode. Maybe. So one of the things that's really going to get us, I believe, a lot of mob drops is going to be the mob crusher. And we are going to need a couple blocks of iron for this. So there we go. And last but not least, we'll make one of these. Bam. Mob crusher. So the helpful part about this mob crusher is we can put some upgrades in it. I have tons of different upgrades. We can do smite. We can do all kinds of stuff. Looting, which is going to be really nice. And mob heads, which mob heads give quite a bit of EMC. So I've also went ahead and made some connected dark glass from Cyclic. This is some really nice stuff. Immune to light explosions and from wither blasts. Yes, this is going to be really helpful from like this point on and into the future. We're also going to need some dirt because of this stuff. We want to give it some room, and I've made a mob fan. So I have the mob fan ready to go. Let's grab some dirt because I'm almost positive when I go to clear out this area, we're going to need some. Last but not least, let's see. As far as I know, the upgrades are some of the only things, but we also need an absorption hopper. This is how we're going to get the items and XP that this generates out of this area. And I think I have everything to make it. We have this and there we go. Absorption hopper. This is going to be a really, really helpful item. So the absorption hopper should pull everything out. We should be able to use mob fans to push the mobs into the mob crusher. And then we're going to have to figure out a system for which we are going to decide to store these items. I don't know what is going to be a good option. Maybe storage drawers. We're going to have to figure that out. Maybe pump it directly into our refined storage system. But first, make sure everything that's EMCable goes into an EMC converting machine. So we'll see how well we can do with this. So I decided to go ahead and get most of this built out, as you can see, using an exchanger and all that fun stuff. And I'm using these inverted lamps. Now to get up here, I think I can make myself a bat, and I should be able to get up into this little area here. Let's see if I can mine. Oh, that is not good. I almost just died. Let's see. I should be able to get up into this layer, hopefully. Yeah. And so this is going to make this a whole lot easier, is I can mine right underneath this floor. I can find where these lights are, and I can set up a nice little redstone circuit, so that way I can turn these lights on and off. Super simple, just some redstone on top of the lamps like this, and then I can extend that redstone signal out to wherever I want a shutoff switch. And I'm thinking maybe right over here would be a good spot for a shutoff switch. Probably right behind this block. So to do that, I need to avoid the gravel. And if I put a lever right here, let's see, we put one right here and put a sign saying this turns the light on to shut the mob farm off. All I have to do is route the redstone signal from this block and just take it up until we get to the main floor, trying to avoid our stairs if we can, which we should be able to. We should be able to manage this. If anything, I can just switch over to red wire, and red wire makes for some really nice transitions. This is going to lead... Yeah, this is our floor, but I don't think this is actually part of the floor. This is part of the roof. Oh boy, I'm like trying to find all the ways. Okay, so yeah, this actually uses slabs here. So I think I might have just done it. We route this down and over and down, and it's good to go. The only thing we have to do is put a slab right here, and we should have a shutoff switch. As you can see, lights on, lights off. Perfect. Now I'm trying to come up with a specific pattern for getting like all of these mobs to this central location. You can see this right here is just 1 block away. So I should be able to take a distance modifier and just put 1 in, and that's going to push the mobs right where I want them. What I want to do is I want to get the mobs to be pushed to this wall so they can be pushed into this and be forced over here. And so that's why I have these placed in a strategic location. Now the only problem, I'm just now seeing this, the only problem is this area here. Oh boy, I didn't think about this corner. I might end up just putting a pillar in this corner. And then we won't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'll just end up putting stone in the corner. So with this, we can put a width modifier. And so I can put 2 width modifiers, and that'll be enough to cover this entire area, minus this little section, which I said I'm going to put a wall in. And then, as you can see, mobs are going to get stuck here. So we do need to put a length modifier on this, or a distance modifier on both of them. And that should encompass this entire area, including a distance on this one. And there we go. We have this entire thing covered other than that corner. I'm going to go ahead and unshow these areas. And then I need to get redstone run behind this. Now this is going to require different type of redstone signal, but I wonder, I can probably put another lever right here against this, but instead of using this, because nothing goes under here, which is perfect. I can actually just use a redstone repeater to take the redstone signal so it doesn't affect this redstone dust. And I can actually have just another lever that's next to it. Let's get that set up. So the lever will have to go on this side, just like this, to send that repeating signal. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take it back a little bit, because right here would be where it would detect it. And I need this block down here, or the block that it's currently on, to continue that signal. So what I'll have to do is I will just carry this signal down here and just take it underneath here. It's not going to be the cleanest looking setup for redstone ever, but that's okay. Oh, we can't have this either. So the best way to fix that is to put a block there. So now we have, an area I cannot get into. I'll have to close this back up. But these are going to need repeaters put into them for their redstone signal. And then that'll go there. So that'll connect. And then the goal is to just go ahead and send this redstone signal all the way through the back. And I'll just use repeaters to send the signal. That way we can just run this line directly into it all the way around. So we are almost done with this. The only thing I want to do is I want to place down a redstone block here. I'm not going to hook this one up to be turned on or off, because I'll be able to turn these fans off and walk in here safely. But I do want to slap in some upgrades. So I have the mob sharpness, I have looting, we have smite, and we also have beheading. All of this should hopefully grant us some really nice mob gains, and hopefully recover from all the cost of this that it took, all the EMC costs that it took to put this stuff together. And hopefully it will recuperate all of that. So we have an absorption hopper. That is awesome. And we also need to get a tank set up. But I think we're just about ready to go. This lever, as you can see, turns the fans on, which is good. And this turns the fans off, which turns the mob farm on, which is all good. And the only thing I need to do is slap this rotten egg in here. And here we go. And that rotten egg, is going to get me killed. Oh no. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm going to die. Oh no. Let me out. How did it just suck me in there? I have no idea. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm going to try and get my grave out of here. Let me turn the fans on. Now, the fan doesn't work when something's blocking its way. Like, for example, this. For some reason, the lights doesn't shut the mob farm off. I thought it was going to shut the mob farm off. Let's grab out all of our items. Oh, goodness. That was an experience. So apparently light doesn't shut this off. I wonder if, well, maybe it does shut it off. because it's not going right now. I wonder if that was just maybe from its initial like startup phase. I have no idea, but I did manage to get whatever these rewards are for dying, which is the dust. Okay. Anyways, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get our dark glass to cover it up, and let's see if turning this on works. So now it's dark and we're collecting items. So I'll turn the light back on. That mob head is stuck there because there's nowhere for any of this to go. So let's go ahead and get our item sorting up and running. So at the moment, this is going to cost 500 or almost 600,000 EMC. So do we have close to that? Yes, it is going to push us, but I think it is going to be well worth it to at least make the EMC link 1 and to get this started. So this is going to cost an energy condenser. I've actually not made dark matter yet. So dark matter is going to be a diamond block and Eternalist fuel. And this is probably some of the most expensive parts. And all we have to do is wrap this, and that makes a dark matter. Dark matter, of course. Oh, we did know a dark matter. Never mind. I've already learned it. So we're going to need 4 dark matter. That's the expensive part. And then obsidian, which we already have. And then we just need to learn this thing. So an energy condenser surrounded by this with obsidian will get us this first tier EMC link that is quite expensive. Okay, so we're not left with a lot, but I do want to show you how I want to route this. So at the moment, what we need is a tank that is going to store our liquid experience, right? So I can put a tank here. And then we also need a chest, which I'm going to use an alchemical chest, which is a pretty large chest, to hold our items. So within here, I need to say, let's do Control M, or just figure out what direction we're looking at. So this direction is south. So we need to say, all right, fluids south, we'll send fluids south. And then if we look this direction, we know we're going east. So I need to say items, you're going to go east. And so all the items should start being dumped into this chest, which is all great, but I need a pipe to pull out EMCable items. Now, luckily this pipe should only pull out things that are able to go into this. Similar to how a hopper would, but a hopper has an inventory. This won't get caught up or anything like that. It'll only pull out the items that it knows it can EMC, and it'll only do 1 at the rate of this. So 1 item per second is all that this will support. But we should be able to upgrade this later. Once this starts really kicking in, like ender pearls, or for example, that's 9,000 EMC, that's 16,000 EMC, that's 2,000. All of this should eventually start adding up. And especially if I start doing it by hand. And then we can start upgrading our EMC links here. So I definitely want to continue to beef up my passive EMC generation. So I decided that I think that single, just 1 has its use case for the 1 item per second. We're going to need higher tiers for that. So to have this convenience, unfortunately, it is a bit more expensive. As you can see, the EMC cost goes up. So I went ahead and switched to the energy condenser for right now. It's manual, which is unfortunate, but there is a way of generating passive EMC using power flowers. And I think I'm going to set up a couple of power flowers over here if I have the EMC for them. And I should be able to generate at least like, I don't know, a few EMC per second. I think at least 16 off of a base. I believe it's 16 EMC per second, which could be pretty nice. So how are we going to do this? Well, we can actually use these EMC links. We're going to have to use them later, but we can use them in corporations with the power flower. So that's going to be pretty nice. So we'll have an energy condenser and an entangled block. And these entangled blocks are pretty darn cool. Let's go ahead and make a couple entangled blocks. I need diamond for that. I might as well grab a couple diamonds out of here. And I just need 1 entangled wand. And this is a pretty neat little block here. So let's grab an energy condenser, and then with Project E, we should be able to make these things. So this is going to be a diamond block, all of this stuff like we don't have, but we do have it stored up in here. Man, I'm ready for that refined storage integration. That's what I'm like trying to ramp this up. All it is like 9 million EMC, and you're good with that. So we're going to be pretty close. Get pretty close. Hopefully today we'll be able to start this journey on that. So once I have one of these made, this is an energy collector MK1. Once we have one of these, then we should be good. Now, an antimatter relay would also be pretty good. I don't know. Can we afford all this? This is obsidian and a diamond block. I'm going to try and make the relay, because that's technically how you would make the full power flower, is with the antimatter relay as well. Now, you're going to need 4 antimatter relays. Hopefully we can grab all of these. This is going to surround the energy condenser all the way around on all sides. And then that's where we need all of the energy collectors. And I hope we have enough. We can only make 8 of them for right now. So, and the rest needs to be glowstone as much as possible. So I know we just completely emptied all of our EMC, but we do have diamond worths over there. So let's go ahead and clear out an area, and we're going to start the process of making this. So the base process is a glowstone block, an energy collector on top of that, then a relay, and then on top of that is our energy condenser. So inside the energy condenser is where we need to set whatever material we want to generate from this process. And I think dark matter is a good thing, but as you can see right now, we don't have any dark matter. I'm going to go ahead and use alchemical coal for right now. So alchemical coal, I put that in there. We're already generating EMC slowly using just these blocks, because this is generating EMC with the light. And then this is also holding the EMC. So let's continue this flower after we link. So let's go ahead and get our link here. I'm going to place this on the wall, and I'll link into that later. So we have our entangled block. Let's go ahead and shift click on that block, and then we'll set that block there. So basically this block is now here. We can't interact with it by like opening the chest, but we can pipe out of it, which is what we kind of want to do. So let's go ahead and build around the rest of this. So we're going to place these all around. Technically, I guess we would need, I'm only going to be able to build, I guess, the bottom half of this, but that's still fine. That's better than nothing. So we have this, and let's go ahead and get the glowstone. And we'll just fill this bottom half with glowstone like we normally would. And so we are going to have ourselves a half of a power flower, basically, sort of sticking out here. All right, so we have 3 more of these. Let's see, I'm going to need a couple of building blocks. Push myself up. But other than that, I think we almost have this whole thing ready to go. Let's grab this. We should already be like producing, yeah, a significant amount here. Let's see. This needs to go here. Here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and place these on top for now. And then, yeah, eventually we'll have an antimatter relay on top of this and in front of it. But we need glowstone surrounding all of these, basically giving it a light source. So it's slowly but surely generating EMC, as you can see right here. I really don't know the exact rate. I'd have to actually look it up. But each one of these should be generating what it says. Like this generates a maximum of 4 EMC a second. And then over here, these have an output rate of EMC. So all of this working together is eventually going to make us a power flower. But like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time and EMC. I might as well check our tree farm. I haven't checked this in a while. Wow, we've quite a bit of EMC that's been building up from our tree farm. So that's kind of nice. So that's all going to help to me slowly but surely finishing this thing. And just like that, I've built a tier 1 power flower. So yeah, it is it's ugly. Yeah, this is definitely an ugly sort of setup, but it is a way of generating EMC. Now, pulling it out of here, that is going to be an entire thing. So we need a pipe, and all we got to do is just hook into this. And we just use a regular chest for now, or a barrel. And so this is going to allow us to connect to this, and I need my wrench. Allow us to connect to this and pull out all of the coal that this has currently built up inside of it. And so you can see now we have 10,000 EMC, and slowly but surely this will generate those items, which will in return increase our EMC output. Well guys, with all of the crazy stuff that we got done today, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, I've got a little bit of time waiting here for some EMC to build up, but of course I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that is going to go to, if I can get the H, that is going to go to Kothric. Thank you so much, or Kothric. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member. Of course, guys, if you are interested in joining the Discord, all you gotta do is go to discord.gg/ChosenArchitect. And of course, you can find all of us amazing folk over there. We're over 20,000 members strong over there, so be sure to check that out. Also, I do have a vanilla SMP server that is absolutely free for anyone to join, so be sure to check that out. And guys, of course, if you're interested in supporting, you can do that over there as well. And we do have supporter servers and all kinds of fun stuff. This mod pack will be soon going up on our supporter server, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Of course, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. As of this video, we've hit 500,000 subscribers. Yes, and I'm super excited. Thank you so much for your amazing support, and guys, I will see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.